Hey guys, I just wanna today morning I woke up, I went for a little walk, then I came back had breakfast. When I was having breakfast, like these temptations to go on Instagram, scroll a bit, to watch a video whilst cooking breakfast. You to get basically entertained, to get a bit of like this like exciting feeling to going, right? But then I was like, you know what, actually I'm gonna listen to some Bible lesson. So today, we listened to I listened to a like it's like a day one out of like a 31, reading chapter a day. I was listening to it on YouTube of Proverbs. So what is Proverbs? Proverbs is the wisdom is a book. So it's basically it's like a wisdom. Proverbs is a section of the Bible, uh, giving wisdom to trust God. So it's teaching us the wisdom. It's giving us wisdom on why we should trust God. And there was a verse that, thank God, I remember now, because that was that one verse that really stuck to me. And because the past couple of days I've been seeing like this has been more applicable to me, a bit more like applicable to not get in terms of, because this is how the verse goes. The verse, it was chapter 1, Proverbs, verse 17. If a bird sees a trap being set up, it stays away. And I'll say it one more time. Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 17. If a bird sees a trap being set up, it stays away. So, sometimes sometimes the bird doesn't see the trap. And sometimes it, like, gets killed. Sometimes it enters the trap and it's gone. But there's other times when the bird can see the trap. And why would the bird go and say, take that risk? The bird will stay away. So this is the reason why it's applicable for me, because I feel like the past couple of days I've especially maybe also scrolling on Instagram, especially like this spending my time, having these temptations to spend my time in ways that I know deep down won't serve me. But of course, it's like this desire, like, oh, I just wanna lay on my sofa, watch some YouTube, or like, oh, but I got stuff to do. It's only three. It's only like literally the morning. Come on, I need to do some work. And I feel like there's a trap I can see, and this is the thing, that when we become more wise and when we become more intellectual, especially our connection towards God, strengthens. Like, you see traps more clearly, and like God like helps you in this process because your connection with God is more strong. So like I'm so grateful that today morning, that although it's like such a coincidence, like this is like a testimony, guys. This morning I had like this temptation to go and waste my time and get distracted scrolling on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, I did a little bit of that. But then for some reason, this is a perfect opportunity to learn more about the Bible, because I want to strengthen my connection and my faith towards God. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to. I search for Bible lessons on YouTube, search bar, and today I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Proverbs. Okay, let's listen to that. I understood what Proverbs is, so I actually like understand what Proverbs is the wisdom, giving us wisdom on why we should like believe in God, and why should we have faith in God. And it's just this beautiful verse that coincidentally was that catch my eye out of all the 28 verses. I'm not quite sure, to be honest, but out of all the verses in chapter 1, that one verse really stand out to me, because it just proves there's so many things, like there's parties that people want to go to, although it's just like it's just a party, but they know there's likely to be alcohol, there's likely to be drugs, there's likely to be shit that's happening there. Sorry, I should not swear, but it's likely to be like stuff that's happening there, and they're like, although they may not do any of those stuff, right? But they see a trap. There's like a trap being set up to waste time, to become distracted, become a freaking degenerate of a person, a sin, like to commit sins. There's a trap being set up, and instead of being wise and saying, you know what, look, I still want to hang out with my friends, but I don't. This way, I don't really want to hang out with my friends. Instead of saying that, no, they go there. They go and they say, oh, although there's a little trap, they have this thing. And how do you know what a trap looks like? How do you know a trap's being set up? Is that mind, that uncomfort in your mind, that knowing how like the angel's trying to tell you, bro, something's gonna happen there. You know that, you understand, right? You know who's going. You know how the type of people they are, right? And instead of like, okay, I decide, okay, actually, I want to spend time with my friends, but I don't want to spend my time in this manner. Or instead of saying, you know what, like, honestly, I don't really want to do that type of stuff. They go and jump into that trap. I'm not trying. I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm also human. People do that because they're curious. People do want to do it because like, oh, we live life short. I wanna experience these things. And my opinion, like for me personally, like if people say, oh, try a vape or like try this, bro, because life is short. Me personally, I will not do that because I don't think the the benefit of experiencing that experience of being just doing that thing, that experience, I feel like the benefit is much lower than the, the pain or the consequence that will come. So I feel like the consequence like literally beats the benefits of trying the experience. So I have like this balance. Okay, you know what? I could go to this party. Maybe like they'll do some shit. Maybe I'll stay up late. Maybe I'll like spend some time with my friends. But I'll just like not get work done. Sometimes you take that job because like it's experience. It's a part of life. You want to take that job. You want to have that experience, right? But for me, I always see, okay, what's the benefits? What's the consequence? And if like it's like a little bit up or down for each one, I'm like, okay, I mean, I could try it. I wanted to say this because I thought it was a beautiful verse, and for the people who are struggling out there, especially with distractions, with traps, I feel like people need to hear this because people struggle nowadays. They get distracted very easily. They become waste man. They become people of low quality. And me personally, I don't like doing any of those like crappy stuff. Or I'm not an NPC, although I joke around. I call myself an NPC because like if people ask me questions about like characters or like movie characters, like bro, I don't know. I thought nothing. There's like I'm an NPC, right? Nothing. I need to learn more, I guess. But anyways, my point is right. My point is that I feel like today people get distracted so easily. People like do crap stuff, especially because fear of missing out. Fear of missing out because I see people in school like there's this guy I know, bro. He's kind, he's polite, bro. He's respectful. He's just like he's like almost he feels like he has a friend group, and he's already part of like the. And it's so hard. I know. Like it's so hard, especially when you have a friend group and like you don't have any other friends besides those friend group, and like you spend time with them and you build such a connection with them. It's so hard. And I'm not giving you any friendship advice here. I'm not. That's not what I'm here for. It's just because to share my experience of today, of how happy I feel. What a beautiful way to start the morning. Amen. And yeah, God bless you all. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 17. If a bird sees a trap being set up, it stays away.